myself a promise, I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a...
Good morning, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to mainly focus on fixing the electrical issues in the C10. In the last video, you see where it started up, but I couldn't turn it off, and it's because, like I said, it's giving 12 volts all the time, so I got to figure out how to make that 12 volts go away once I turn the ignition key off. So, and also you saw in my video where I went to Cruising the Coast. So of course Cruising the Coast sparked another interest, so I'm gonna go over to the El Camino and start it up. Since I haven't started it up in several months, I'm gonna go ahead and start it up and let it run a little bit, and that's it with the El Camino. There's a car show coming up in a month or so, and I would like to get the El Camino in there. There's a few things that I want to get, like put the bed liner in it, spray bed liner in it or whatever, get that done before then. But I would like to get that done for the El Camino. So, but just like I said before, in this video, we're going to try to get the C10 knocked out, because I can't do anything to the El Camino until I get the C10 taken care of. So let's go up to the shop. It's been a while since y'all seen this car, but it's still here. Just dirty, real dirty, may I add. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the battery cable on it and start it up, because my plan is to drive this car this winter. So, and it runs perfectly fine. So once I put the battery cables on it, you'll see it starts up perfectly fine. So let's go ahead and get the battery cable on. I take the battery cable off because the I got the power wire and the 12 volt constant wire. Well, I got the 12 volt constant wire and the 12 volt switch wire switched up, mixed around. So therefore it's feeding power to it at all the times, which is killing the battery when I was connecting the radio. So that's why I take the battery cable off until I can get that checked out. But connecting the battery cable. I'm not sure if I need to tighten it up any tighter than this, but we'll see if it doesn't start. And just like I said, this is real time. I'm not doing any edits. Car hasn't been started in several months. So where's the key? All right, fuel pump is on. It's a carburetor, so let me pat it up a couple of times. And there you go. Starts up and run good. Now that it done warmed up, the throttle response is a lot better. Car runs absolutely amazing. Okay, so I took the battery cable back off, and I'm done with the Elco for now. as you can see, it needs to be cleaned up. My dad told me to actually get a cover for it so it doesn't ruin the paint sitting out here like this. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and get a cover for it and clean it up real good and then put it up under the cover. All right, so until next time. Okay, so this video is not going to be a long video because I'm going to spend most of my time just testing things and trying to figure out the 12-volt key on issue. So it's not going to be a lot of recording in this video, but if I do discover something, I'll come back and I'll let you know. But as far as constant recording, I just can't see me wasting a whole bunch of footage on just trial and error and stuff. So what I did just now is I disconnected this part right here is supposed to go to the key on power, connect to this pink wire, and this is coming from the original truck harness. So I'm just going to do some troubleshooting with that to see if I can get the key on to turn on and off with the ignition switch. Okay, so all I did was disconnect that pink wire and take a look at this. Remember, the brake light was on the entire time, but now when I switch it on, it's doing like it's supposed to. So I gotta troubleshoot that pink wire to see why or where it feeds back to, because that was the issue. So once I find the key on power, I can just connect it where that pink wire was and we should be good to go. Okay, so I finally figured things out. I had to go back over my wiring instructions, and there were some things that I left out. So, but basically it was a multiple things. This orange wire was supposed to go to 24 volts constant, and I had that going directly into the pink wire, which was key on, so that was causing some issues. And also the reason why I couldn't get it to crank over was because of this relay right here. You see I took the cap off. The relay was really dirty and it wasn't clicking to switch over like it's supposed to. So that was the reason why it wouldn't get start power. And just like I said, the pink wire was the reason why the key off wasn't working. But if you see right now, let me go ahead and, I need to get a battery. So right now I got jump boxes rigged up to this jump box to that battery. But if you see, right now, no brake light. Switch it on. Fuel pump come on, everything comes on, and alright, it's not starting because I just took the fuel line loose, so there we go. Alright. If I can get this thing to spin over, get me a good battery. Alright, well, you see I got the key part fixed. That's what my main concern was. Okay, so I just cleaning up the engine bay, wrapping up some wires, just making the engine bay look a lot cleaner since I'm done with the majority of the stuff now. Just like I said, just making it look a little bit cleaner. And I may go down and buy a battery for it so that I don't have to keep plugging all this stuff up to start it up. So I'm just gonna knock out a little bit more stuff, just clean up some stuff, and just like I said, I may go get a battery, may not, just depends. But the C10 is ready to actually come off the blocks, and it should be able to move under its own power. So Okay, so I'm gonna call it a day on the C10. I cleaned up everything, as you can see, and cleaned out the truck and just cleaned up the shop some. Shop is a lot cleaner than it used to be. So I was just taking my time and cleaning out the shop. The only thing left on the C10 is I have to connect the power steering fitting to it, which is right there in the front. So that's only like 5 minutes. And get a battery, put a battery in it. And then, just like I said, once I get the battery in it, I should be able to take it off of the wheels that it's on and put it down, and it should be able to move up under its own power. So probably in the next video, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll probably have a battery by then and get it off the wheels and, just like I say, move it out the shop. So if not that in the next video, it's probably gonna be, I'm gonna work on the CTSV a little bit, see if we can get that started. So that's probably what we'll do in the next video. All right, well, I'll close this video out when I get to the house. Okay, back at the house, and as you've seen in the video, my electrical gremlins are resolved. It was just some wiring that when I wrote down all the things that I needed to do when I was wiring it up, and for some reason I just didn't read it clearly and made 2 wrong connections. Actually, there's only 2 wrong connections that I made, and the cranking issue was the relay. The relay was corroded on the inside, so I popped the cap off, cleaned out the corrosion, and the relay started working like it was supposed to. So those issues are corrected. The only 2 things that's left on the C10 is I have to connect the power steering fitting in there, and gotta get a battery. But another thing that may hold up the progress is, as you see in the last part of the video, I was trying to crank it up and it was cranking up and cutting off. That is the exact same thing it did when it wasn't getting enough fuel pressure. So I need to check my fuel pressure again, and worst case, I might have to drop the tank and correct that whole fuel pump situation. So I hope I don't have to do that, but if I do, at least I know that's all what it is, and everything up under the hood electrical wise is done, and I just have to deal with the fuel pump. So thanks for watching. Click on that subscribe button if you haven't. Click that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.